But Saturn is where you put in the hard work and you show up, and that hard work and diligence keeps you in the game. It makes you an authority in that area. Your purpose. Saturn, that's your purpose. That's the long game. If you have Saturn in the first, your purpose is your identity. Your identity plays the long game. If you have Saturn in the 10th, your public image and career plays the long game. If you have Saturn in the 4th, your home, your roots, your ancestry, that plays the long game. Maybe you've got to discover something about roots. Maybe you need to break away from your roots. That's going to take a lot longer time. 7th house, your relationships play the long game. You may not have a long-term relationship until you're older. And this is what people who don't live long lives miss out on, is the natal promise that is brought on by Saturn. Saturn brings on the natal promise that having a long life, that only having a long life allows you to see. We live in this really ageist society, which doesn't make any sense at all. Because the older you are, the more you fulfill your natal promise. And that is something to be so grateful and thankful for. If you study any astrology, you know that so much of the way that we live doesn't really make sense, because astrology tells us a different story. When you look at someone's natal chart and you look at what they've done with their life, the natal promise shows up later in life. And that doesn't happen with youth. Youth, the early stuff, sure, they shape us. But that Saturn, wherever that Saturn is where you're going to play the long game. And if you want to experience that, you need to stick around. Don't believe all of that ageism stuff. It's holding you back from what you're really truly